I'm going to airbag my 1963 Oldsmobile, and I went the budget route and I bought a do-it-yourself kit, which has to be assembled by me, and of course you have to work out some of the engineering specific to your car. What I'm working on today is the solenoid assemblies. Now what this solenoid does is it allows air into your airbags and it lets it out of your airbags. You have two valves which are electrically actuated. When they're energized individually, it opens the valve and it can allow the air to pass through. So this is each wheel will have one of these assemblies that will operate the airbag for that specific wheel. Just very quickly, I'm going to show you what I've got here. This will actually be the fitting where the air enters the solenoid assembly from the tank, and the tank gets the air from the compressor, of course. When this valve opens, when it's energized and opens, it allows air into this block, and this fitting right here attaches the hose to the gauges, which show you how much pressure is in each airbag, and that's when you know to let off the switch. This fitting right here will accept a plastic hose that will go to the airbag itself. Now when you want to fill the airbag, this valve opens, and then you reach the desired pressure, the valve actually shuts, and then you're good to go. Now when you want to let the air out and you want the car to drop, this solenoid gets energized and it allows air to escape, and this will actually be the exhaust right there. It would accept the fitting, but I don't think we need one. Now, like I said, there's a solenoid assembly, 1, 2, 3, 4, one for each wheel. And what I was going to do originally is run a plastic, or the air lines from the tank to the solenoids, and I was going to figure out how to mount these solenoids. Well, then I found out that, and this is my tank right here. These are little plastic globs, not plastic, they're wax globs that I've stuck on there for the purpose of mocking up what I'm going to do. Now, this tank has a fitting boss on the end, a port on the end. It actually has one under it, which would be the drain. And then it has a fitting here and here and here. These are 3/8. This is half. The compressor would go in one of these, and then of course we would get our air out of one of these and run it through a block and divide it among the 4 solenoids. But what I've decided to do instead is get a different tank and cut out a bunch of plumbing and a bunch of engineering. And the tank that I'm going to get it has actually 4 bosses right where these wax globs are. I'm going to show you a picture of the tank. You see there, it has 4 ports, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount these assemblies directly into the tank instead of building a block and running hose from the tank to the block and from the block to each of the solenoid assemblies. So in essence, this bank of solenoid assemblies will mount directly into the tank, and then of course the exhaust port will be straight down. Whenever I let air out, you'll hear psh, and it'll blow out of the exhaust. And then there's your 2 fittings that feed the airbag and the gauge for each wheel. So that's how I decided to do it. I'm probably going to have to support each of these assemblies. I don't think they can just hang there and take the vibration that they would get from just driving down the road. But I believe I can probably build a support fairly easily. And that's how I'm going to do this part. So enjoy the video. Hope it helps.